guys, and welcome back to Reviews with Ray. I am Rayanne, also known as 50 Shades of Ray on Instagram. Here on my channel I do wig reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review of this beauty right here, which is actually a WigShe wig. If you've never heard of WigShe, they are an affordable human hair wig retailer based out of China, and they have pieces like this one here, which this is a 20-inch wig, human hair, and it was $700. So that is more than half the price of most of the human hair wigs on the market today. That's why we call this affordable. Let's get into the review. This piece here is listed as a natural blonde. I got her in 20 inches, but when I measured her myself, she's actually more like 22, 23 inches. I'm not sure exactly where they measure from, because a lot of different retailers, they will measure, some measure from the very top, the very crown, some measure from like where the wefting starts. Keep that in mind. I'm not sure exactly how they measure, but from my measurements, I did from the very, very top all the way to the longest layer, and it is about 22.5. This piece here is wig 027, and she is a beauty. So this piece was gifted to me by WigShe for a review, but of course, as always, my opinions are mine. Just because it was gifted to me does not mean I'm gonna say all positive things. But for the price, the quality is amazing. It has a very fine texture of hair, which I appreciate very much on a wig. Obviously, I have hair loss, I wear wigs, so I don't want a wig that's going to feel very bulky, and this does not at all. There's still a decent amount of hair here, as you can see, and it's very long, but because of the texture of the hair, it's very fine, it's very silky. It just does not feel like an overwhelming amount of hair. This piece, I said, was listed as 20 inches. I got it with lightly bleached knots, which I will show you what that looks like. By having the lightly bleached knots, you're kind of saving the integrity of the hair, because if you fully bleach the knots, you can have some shedding of the wig, which is not fun when you spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars on a wig. You obviously do not want it to be shedding. They do give that option to fully bleach the knots if that's something that you're worried about. I have not done anything to this wig yet. All I've done is cut the lace, and I curled her, which was a while ago, so that's why the curl is not super curly anymore. But I've not put anything on the part line. So that is how it looks. I have a wig grip on underneath, but that's it. Of course, you can always go in with some powder foundation on the part line to lighten those knots. You can also put scar tape on the inside of the cap, which will create the illusion of a scalp. So 20 inches, lightly bleached knots. What else? 120% density, which I would call probably like a medium density. I wouldn't call this low density. I said there's a lot of hair, but it's not overwhelming. And I am someone who very much enjoys a low density wig, and I can handle this. And the lace is HD transparent lace, which I do have to say is very, very good. I have some higher end wigs, which their lace is not as transparent as this one is, which is always a good thing. I know wearing wigs, you're always thinking they're looking at my lace, they're looking at my forehead. I'm sorry, but can you see anything there? There's nothing there. That HD lace, HD transparent lace is very good. So this is listed as a natural blonde. In my personal opinion, I think the rooting is a little too dark, but that's just personal preference. I prefer my roots on my blondes to be lighter, a little more natural looking, not as like stark as this, but it does not look bad. It's just personal preference for me. I prefer a lighter root. But she is overall a very neutral blonde. There's not a lot of warmth in her. I would probably say she leans more cool to neutral. Such a beautiful color, honestly. I'm easily able to ear tuck her, which I love because I am definitely an ear tucker. I did give WigShe my exact measurements. They did make this wig to fit me specifically. One complaint with the sizing I have is the ear to ear measurement is a little too large for me, but that's pretty typical. I have a very small head, and the ear to ear measurement is the one that usually is the one that bothers me. The ear tabs do sit just right on the top of my ears. So for me to wear this comfortably all day, I would probably have to cut into the ear tabs, or I could get it resized. If you know how to sew yourself, you could watch a YouTube video and learn how to sew it yourself if that's a problem that you have. I don't know how to sew, my husband does, so maybe I could get him to do it for me. But this is my WigShe Wig 027. She's a beauty. I'm obsessed with the texture of the hair, the quality of this piece for a $700 wig, human hair wig. The lace, so transparent. The only thing would be that the knots are knots, but they are not like huge knots, and I could definitely hide those with some powder foundation if I needed to. But for me personally, it's just not something that bothers me that much. Let me pop her off and I'll show you the inside of the cap. So here is the inside of the cap. Here is that lace top with the transparent lace. It has clips at the ear tabs, which are great for added security. I just clip them into my wig grip and it stays very, very well. Also has a comb at the nape, which I love that as well because I tuck it under my wig grip. And like I said, added security, always good when you're wearing wigs. And it has the adjustable straps to adjust it to your exact head circumference. Such a beauty, I love it. I will link this exact wig down below. I also have a coupon code for 10% off the WigShe website, and I will list that down below also. It, I believe, is 50 shades. I will double check on that and list it in the caption, but that can save you 10% off the website, anything on the website, off of their already affordable prices. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to comment with any questions down below and I will be sure to help you out. Thanks for watching. Bye.